What's up, friends? The Open is here. Tonight they announced workout 16.1. It's a 20-minute AMRAP that will have overhead walking lunges, burpees, and chest-to-bar pull-ups for the RX divisions. For the scale divisions, the overhead lunges are front rack, and the pull-ups are jumping chin over the bars. So, movement-wise, I think the hardest part for people here is going to be to realize that this is a 20-minute workout. I know it's the first workout of the Open for 2016. 16.1 is finally here. But if you come out swinging and walking as fast as you can on the lunges, doing all of your burpees as a sprint and your pull-ups, whether they're chest to bar or jumping chin overs unbroken the whole way, I think the last 15 minutes of this workout are going to be pretty brutal. So my key word, pace. Find a comfortable rhythm where you can keep yourself moving. For the overhead walking lunges, my suggestion, experiment with different grip widths. For me, I'm fairly flexible overhead, so most of my lunging in my head is going to be closer together so I can just have that bar stacked over my body. I know certain athletes who like going super wide. If you get fatigued in one position, feel free to adjust. I didn't see any rule that said your grip needs to be in a certain spot. So conserve here. If you lock out those elbows and really reach up to the sky, it's going to be less about your ability to hold it because that bar will be stacked overhead. So think about that. Be as efficient as you can there. On the burpees, nice and steady. Drop down, get up, make sure your feet take off two together and land two together, and then just get back down on the ground again. If you're going to rest on the burpees, I tell my athletes to rest on the floor. Face this close to the ground usually isn't that comfortable, so your rest will likely be a little bit shorter than if you're standing up, taking in all that air, having all that space, and your body's going, hey, this is pretty comfortable, you should stay here for a second, right? Get back down on the ground. If you're going to rest, I suggest you rest after the movement before your lunges. So do your burpees, take a couple of breaths before you pick up that bar, or do your pull-ups, take a couple of breaths, and then pick up that bar and go. That way, the second you finish a lunge distance, you'll be able to get right to that movement. For the pull-ups, I've talked to one of my friends tonight about whether or not we should try and do them unbroken. If someone has really skilled and really efficient chest-to-bar pull-ups, where 8 of them in a row won't really tire you out, then absolutely, go for it. 8 in a row unbroken and keep going. But for those of us that are going to get a little bit tired there, I say make that a judgment call. If it's a challenge for you to do 8 in a row, do 4, hop down, do another 4, or do quick sets of 2. If people need to do that double kip before getting back up into the next rep, it's going to be pretty tough to have to hold on to that bar for that long for a 20-minute workout. So, comfortable pace. This is one of those where I think at 10 minutes in, you should still feel okay versus sprinting, right? In terms of the walking lunges, you've got the 5 foot rather, markers as you go, and you need to make it to the next one. So if you need to finish and drop the bar somewhere in the middle of a length, what I'd encourage you to do, get just past the tape, make sure both feet pass it, drop the bar, and then back up just a little bit. If you stop somewhere in the middle, it may only be a couple of feet here and there, but those little feet here and there will add up over the course of the workout. I didn't get a chance to watch the ladies do it live, so for those of you who had a chance to see that, you already know how many rounds kind of to expect. Bottom line is I think this is just a nice, steady-paced workout that you should be able to feel fairly confident in the last 2 or 3 minutes to turn on your afterburners just a little bit instead of being wrecked and taking 2 steps at a time on the lunges because you're so crushed. For the scale division, the overhead lunges are front rack lunges. This seems in theory like it's going to be a lot easier since the weight is lighter and the bar is down here. But keep in mind, as our shoulders get fatigued from doing the burpees and the pull-ups, this is still going to be a challenging position. So do whatever you need to do to find as comfortable a spot as you can. And remember, keeping that chest vertical and your torso straight is going to be key. The second we start falling over forwards on those lunges, the weight's going to want to fall, whether it's overhead or in front, and that's going to make the workout a lot harder. So take a breath, keep that core tight, lunge forward, make sure the back knee taps the ground, stand all the way up, and find that steady pace. Good luck, guys. 16.1 is here. Any questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know so I can make these workout videos hopefully a little bit better for the next 5 weeks. And as they say on the show, I'll see you guys on the leaderboard. See ya.